We're live, people. ShareCore is already in the comment section. I like when there's some waiting room people. You know what I'm saying? I like when there's waiting room people. That's very good. Good karmas, Share. Thanks for coming in. And the rest of you get in here. I got a very powerful live stream today for the community. I got a very powerful live stream for the community, people. So get in here. We're going to talk to an artist today named Aliya Kanani. She's doing some powerful work at the Fringe Festival, raising the vibration, which is what we're supposed to be doing. So come on in. Like I said, come on in. Share said she's here till 11. Yeah, 11. Honestly, we need to get in and out of these episodes like in an hour. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going ripping dailies now. So, but also there is a lot to talk about. Sumant Karyala is here. Sumant, thanks for coming. You are loved. Leah says hello, everyone. Hello, Amish. Thank you for coming. ShareCore, you are here. Yeah, listen, I'm going to get y'all out of here 11 o'clock. I think 11sies, we're definitely going to hit a point. And then maybe I'll just continue doing my own doing like extra karmas, post-curriculars. But if not, we're going to call it there. Because really, we got to raise the vibration, people. We got to raise the vibration and get you on your way, get you on your day. You know what I'm saying? Get you out of here. So that's what we're going to do today. Like I said, we got a great guest. She's an artist in the Toronto Fringe Festival this year. And yeah, some interesting karmas. We're going to do some good karmas for the culture. We got to talk about some herbal abortion remedies that are going around out there. Yeah, we're going to warn. We're going to let the people know. We're going to warn people because I don't want anyone taking some fake-ass fucking abortion medication. What the fuck, man? America's so fucked. Turning over Roe v. Wade. We'll get into it. We'll probably get into it. But right now, just make sure you're raising the vibration. Do a dance here. Do a dance here at this part. When this beat drops, holy shit. It's DJ Williams. And the track's called 75 and Lower. Just got it from YouTube Music. So come on in. Make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and let them know that we're raising the vibration. We're raising it. We're hitchhiking to the most high, people. We're hitchhiking to the most high. But yeah, like I said, great karmas for you today. We have an artist coming in. You're going to love her. Also, I did my karmas today. I'm going to show you some extra karmas, actually, that I did. Let me see if I can share the screen. No. Tab. Entire screen? No. Hold on. Yeah, just get funky with that music. Get funky. There it is. Yeah. 75 and Lower, DJ Williams. Thursday morning. Coming in hot, raising the vibration. People are coming in, trickling in. Come on in. I did my karmas. I did do my morning routine karma, so I'm going to show you that in a second. Yes, read my certifications. Very good, very good. Hold on. Here we go. Here it is. See, did my cold shower. Can people see this? Is this weird? Hold on. Did my cold showers. Did my dance. Did a little dancey dance with the dance marshal. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the dance marshal. But listen, a lot of vibration raising activities. My morning routine. Tomorrow we're going to have like a proper cut of like all the karmas I'm doing in the morning. Then of course I did my breath work. I did my breath work and my breath holds. The breath holds are very powerful. The cold shower is powerful too. It's like you get used to it on one side and then the other side. But it is like being one with God. You're like, I'm suffering. Please make my suffering into joy. And it does become joy, but only on the part that the water's hitting. You know what I'm saying? And then when you flip the side, because like you do it on the back part of your body, right? And then your back part of your body's like, what is cold? Cold is joy. Joy is suffering. Suffering is joy. What is the difference? But the front half has forgotten by then. So when you flip over to the front half, your front half is freaking out. It's like, what the hell's going on here? Hold on a second. What did I do? I really got to close that. Yeah, thanks for coming, everyone. You are loved. Like I said, we're here to raise the vibration. So karmas have been done. Okay, all that to say, karmas have been done. Tomorrow we're gonna have the full montage. But yeah, thanks for coming in today. Thanks for checking out our digital ashram. This is a church of loving kindness. And like I said, yeah, we want to come in every morning with a quick inspirational, and that's why I have today's guest on coming in here today, because she's doing the Fringe Festival. And I remember I did the Fringe Festival years ago. It is a very powerful meditation to do the Fringe Festival, because basically you get, and we'll talk about it a little more, but I remember when I did it too, it was like, as an artist, it's like this weird kind of like, I must learn, I must become powerful as an artist. And then you put a play together and then you rip it, and you got to promote it too, and you got to do everything. So it's like, it's very powerful. It is like a cold shower meditation. It is like that. It's like something, it is a suffering, but the suffering makes you stronger. So yeah, that's why we have today's incredible guest. You guys are going to love her. Give it up for the hilarious Aliya Kanani, everybody. Aliya, thanks for coming.
What's up, Amish? How are you?
Good, yo. Good. What's up?
No, I'm chilling, man. It's nice to see you. Amish, I'm confused. Can I just ask questions?
Ask questions.
What do you mean you're doing your morning karmas? I thought that karma is something that comes to you when you put out good in the world. What is the doing of the karma?
Oh,
Sorry,
we got an advanced student. You're like advanced level yogi, aren't you? Your vibration is so high. You're like, excuse me, wrong terms.
But when you say you're doing karma, explain to me, what did you do
I'm
with your
using
karma today?
I guess I'm using karma the way white people say it, which is like work. But it does have a translation as work, because basically what you're saying is like your karma is what comes back to you. But if you preemptively do karma, like, have you heard of a practice called karma yoga?
I feel like vaguely I've heard of it, but I don't really know. So
what karma yoga is, and what they teach, is very advanced teaching from the Buddha too. It's like basically like your old traumas are in your body and they're in your psyche, and they're constantly taking you off track. And that is, they are basically attracting and bringing in the karmas that you need to do to overcome them. So it's a weird thing. Like, karma is a weird term, but karma yoga itself is like this yoga of like effortless action. So it's like you are like, what they're trying to prepare you in karma yoga to do is to do your karmas joyfully. Like, you put your joy into your work, though. I'm saying karma's like it's work, but they're using the word karma to mean like the work you do to overcome your traumas.
Right. That's how the energy that you're putting in, or like the right. Okay.
It is like an energy, because what they basically say is that karma yoga is like you're dancing, you're doing karmas all day, but you are dancing in life. You're not even doing it. You're doing the work. You're doing taxes, but you're not even doing it. The source energy comes in, animates you, and you're dancing, doing taxes. And then your mind is like, not suffering through it. You know what I'm saying? You getting a call right now?
Yeah, I am. I thought I was pulling it off. I thought that you couldn't see what was happening here.
Oh, that was good acting. That was great acting.
I was like, keep calm, carry on, Aliya. You got this. But you called me out, buddy.
Keep calm, carry on there. No, it's okay.
Sorry, friends.
That's okay. You got a call. Is it about the Fringe Festival? Is it important?
No, it is not. Okay, not more important than this. I'm learning about karmas. Come on, listen.
Yeah, karma yoga is the most powerful yoga, and it is like about, you essentially become a workaholic, but you don't feel like it, because you're just always overcoming your karma. You're always just doing your karmas like joyfully. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna look into this more. I like this.
Yeah, karma yoga. No, yoga.
I believe in karma, and I do yoga. So let me try and see if I can.
Yeah. Karma yoga. It is like one of the four main yogas. There's like Raj yoga, which is like disciplined practices, like cold shower, stuff like that. There's karma yoga. There's bhakti yoga, which is like being in love with life and loving everything. So that includes like singing and dancing too, bhakti yoga. And then the fourth one is Jnana yoga, which is like a type of meditation.
Cool.
Those are the four main ones. But then there's so many more. I just discovered yoga nidra, which is like sleep yoga. It's amazing.
Sleep yoga.
Yeah, you're like, have you ever done like
yoga this morning?
Yeah. Well, like sleep does feel like sleep yoga. Yeah, I guess so. Sleep yoga is like you keep your mind alert, but you put your body to sleep. It's such a weird practice. It is an interesting practice. I just discovered it the other day. Yeah, but it's kind of like, have you ever done journeys, like mushroom journeys or anything like that? It's that they're doing like a type of yoga nidra. Hold on, I'm gonna adjust this camera because I feel like I don't
know what just happened, but we just zoomed right into your mustache. And I have to say, it's looking very nice and thick, Amish.
Thank you. No, I was just
Don't zoom into mine, please.
no, I don't see yours. You're good. Do you have to? Man, that's such extra karmas that you guys have to do, eh?
No, you know what? I actually listen. Your girl hustled.
Yeah.
And I got laser hair removal via Groupon. Thank you.
Oh wow!
For any of the ladies listening, listen up, or anybody who wants to get this done. You got to do the Groupon system, but you got to call. You got to find out what the machine is that they're using at the salon. Then you got to find the same machine at different salons, and then you just do the Groupon hop.
Right, Groupon hop, because brown people need a separate machine. They almost had to develop a special machine to laser brown people's hair.
The Soprano XL. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know now. Maybe the technology is different, but back in the time that I did it, which is like, oh god, like a decade ago now.
Wow. Yeah. But it's been gone since.
Your mustache, or keep it and enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what? It's 2022. We're in a new era now. Like now, women can have mustaches today.
Hi, Natasha.
Yeah. What's up? Oh, Natasha Razor is someone who comes into is someone in our audience. Yeah. What's up, everyone? Thanks for coming.
Oh, that's nice. Is beer yoga hot and hot yoga traditional? Oh.
Beer yoga is a Western thing.
I think definitely a Western thing, but hot yoga, I think, is. I've done hot yoga and I very much enjoy it, but I think that in India, it was just yoga and it was hot outside. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Circumstantial yoga is at that point, right?
Here they're making a hot yoga out of it. They're like, make hot. Yeah. No, it's yeah. You could put yoga on everything though. You can even do like those Wim Hof breathing. You could call that a Wim Hof yoga.
Yeah.
Breath holds, like they're all like yoga, everything. Because yoga, I think it means union of you becoming unionized with God. It means union, but it also has become just any learning, because every learning takes you closer and closer to God. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it is.
Preach. This is beautiful. I love it.
Wow. This is, you know what? Everything's channeling in automatically, like inspirational talk. That's great. Thanks.
No, you know what? I was, so listen, I've been having this argument with a buddy of mine who does yoga, and he's like very yoga. And he does like all these, like, he has like, the apps and the blah blah blahs, and he follows these like particular like yoga people, and then he does like all of this and he learns it. Where I don't do any of this. I learned a few of the moves, Amish, and what I like to do is I like to put on meditation music. And I like to like either if I do it outside on my porch in the daylight, or I put on candles at night and I do it. Yeah. And I just close my eyes and I do yoga. And for me, that is yoga, because I'm just like really in my body and I'm really just like in those moments.
Yes.
But then he keeps insisting that I'm not learning new stuff. I'm not developing new like abilities to blah, 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 and like stretching and pushing my body in ways that if I learned it. And I'm like, but for me, staring at a screen is not disconnecting and being in my body. And I feel like that's the benefits of yoga for me, is the part where I get to shut off everything and just literally concentrate on my movement and my breathing. Yeah. So like,
no, you might be doing a more powerful yoga than your friend.
To each their own. You know what I mean? And that's what the thing is like literally there's like no wrong way of doing yoga. It's whatever makes you feel the most connected in that moment. So I really like your whole like connecting to the higher power thing.
But you know what you're describing actually is like a bhakti yoga. Bhakti yoga is like a no rules yoga. You do whatever the fuck you want, but you just have to love, like you love yourself, you love life. Like if you're according to certain yogas, your friend is in the ego, because your friend is saying like, no, it is only like this. You can only go to God like this.
I'm going to play this for him later.
Yeah, you play this for him later. Because he's just some like white guy that got obsessed with yoga. It's fine. It's great. Good for him. I'm happy. This happens though. People get obsessed and they're like, you must do it my way. And it's like, no, that is your ego. Like you're
actually into a sport now. You know what I mean? It's not a sport. It's a connection.
No, you like, that's the number one thing they warn you against, is like, because the whole thing about life is that you get caught up in this rat race. You're trying to get rich, you're trying to make money, you're trying to do this, and you're like, you forget who you are, right? Then these people, they say, oh, I'm abandoning all that and I will be a guru, and now I have to get my level 10 Guruji, and then I have to get my level 15. It's like you just took the same thing and brought it over here,
just putting it in a different place. Yeah,
that's it. Your mind is so powerful, it'll trick you. And you'll see that the highest people in religious organizations are the biggest sinners. They're evil.
Right?
Because
they lose track.
What's that?
Because they lose track.
They lose track. Yeah.
And they
They're
get
almost
sucked back
using
into
the
the
religion
system.
to control people and manipulate
Yeah,
people, like cult
for
leaders and
sure.
stuff like that.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah. They take all the
100%.
best teachings.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And then they use it like as like it's pretty gross, right?
It's brainwash mechanisms, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say, but then I'm like, oh, I'm putting out negativity. Let me not do that. But it is. It's brainwashing. Oh my god, I could go on about this forever.
No. Listen, we don't shy away from like hard topics like that. We're gonna talk about. Hey, listen, if there's time, we'll talk. We'll get into the abortion thing later too, because
Mhm.
we don't. I don't want to be like one of these gurujis. There's a lot because I teach loving kindness now, and most people in the loving kindness game and in the meditation game, they are like pussies, man. They won't call people out. Like
Right.
there's a psycho in the community. They'll be like, well, we must wish him love and light too, and it's like, idiot. This is how you have cult leaders all the time. There's just full of cult leaders because nobody has it in them to be like, get the fuck out of here. Fuck you. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Um,
you can wish love and light to somebody, but also stop poor behavior. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that like you have to necessarily like encourage or accept
yeah.
people being shit. You know what I mean? But like it's not one or the other, right? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
you can like if somebody does something wrong, you can say, okay, like you know what, you're no longer permitted in this space right now because you've been hurtful to other folks or you're not trusted in this circle at the
Yeah.
moment. But we do wish you loving kindness. Please reflect on your actions, work on yourself, and come back because we do believe that you can be better. So you
100%.
have to
Yeah.
start with you
It's
because
got
you
to be
can't.
like, it's got to be like absolute stop. But then we want to rehabilitate you in the end. Like in the end, you do
Yeah.
have to be stopped. And it's a hard line to draw because most people that stop a person, they almost develop a hatred for them. Like you look at any fighting in the culture right now, like left and
Mhm.
right fighting or like even countries fighting.
Mhm.
It's hard to maintain a fight without being like, I hate those guys. We got to destroy them. We got to kill them. It's really hard to say with love and light, I must stop you. You know what I mean? Like it's
Right.
so hard.
It is hard. It is hard. And then also I think it's like a lot of people operate from fear, you know? And
Yeah.
so then that's where that kind of like that hatred comes from is really like they're afraid that well, like when they're being challenged, that it's also like they're like what they have is gonna get taken away. Do you know what I mean? Like their whether it's their
Yeah.
like their rights, their freedoms for whatever it is that they think is important. But like then the room for discussion is like narrowed, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you
And
can't talk about it.
you can't operate from a place of fear. Like you're not gonna get anywhere.
I get it too. I get the end mentality of like just focus on the positive and do the next positive thing because some people are like so caught up in just fighting all the time and like just always activist fighting and then it's like how do you get any work done or how do you like have joy in your life because you're just always
Right.
mad about it, you know?
Right.
Um, but I just want to show people real quick. This Sunday, I have a guest coming on for Cult Rehab. So we have a show here called Cult Rehab where people come in and call out like cult leaders and stuff like that. This guy's coming on the show, Chris Shelton. He's been working a lot. This is crazy, Aliya. Like so many people have escaped cults. Like he was in Scientology and he's out now and he does these like videos full time and not full time. I think he does other stuff too, but he does like cult awareness to call them out and like to make sure other people aren't getting involved in it. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to be on Sunday. But it is hard to find people usually to call out a spiritual teacher. Even mainstream, I feel like people are just like, well, I don't want to insult their religion, you know?
Right. Sorry. So this guy was in this cult. He was in Scientology,
He
and
was in
now he's
Scientology. Yeah. Now he's out.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We're going to have him on Sunday.
How interesting.
Yes. He's a great teacher. You become like a teacher, boys, basically. You know what's crazy is that we've had a couple of people from Scientology, a bunch of people from Jehovah's Witness. What you realize is that like these guys are the best people to teach a class because when they go into the cult, they're doing classes. We're talking about like 40 hours a week. They're doing class. They're doing like brainwash. Like that's how the brainwash works. They have a curriculum. They put you through the curriculum. Like even in the Nexium cult, the girls were like, I got to get my blue sash. And like they had to go save up like $10,000, pay Keith Raniere, and then Keith Raniere would teach them the next class and then give them a blue sash. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well,
There's
this
like ceremonies and everything.
brainwashing is hard work, huh?
It's a lot of work.
Takes dedication.
It takes dedication. That's why I would never do that to the people. You know what I'm saying? We're just here to give people inspiration in the morning. But Aliya, tell
However,
us.
sign up for just $10.
Yeah. Sign up for $10. Make a donation. Let's help raise the vibration with the donation.
Right? Oh my
Let's
God. That's
make
how it
donations.
starts. That's how it starts, y'all. No, for
But
real.
yo, Aliya, let's start off by asking. Tell us who are you and what are you doing here?
Who am
in
I?
this life, I mean.
In this life.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I am honestly, it's gonna sound so cheesy, but I'm a student, yo. I'm out here
Yeah.
just trying to learn, just trying to figure it out. Like I really like um I don't know. I feel like for me the whole goal is to learn how to get better and better at connecting to myself and others.
Mhm.
And like, you know, just putting out good. Like I really do believe in karma, and I really do believe in like good vibrations and all of this stuff, like deep in my core. And I think that the we all touch and affect each other, right? And it's like a very real thing. So for me, like no matter what I do, like right now I'm doing comedy. Before that I was a flight attendant. Before that I was, like da 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 in terms of my like work and career. But like no matter what I did, it was always like interacting with people because I just love being around people. And I
Mhm.
can tell you, like, the better vibes that I put out, the better vibes people would give me and the better I would also feel. And that was such always like a real, like in my face, staunch reality. And so for me, like that is really what it comes down to, is like no matter what my pursuits are,
Yeah.
it's like the higher thing is learning, connecting, and sharing those good vibes, no matter
Wow.
what. So now I get to do it in comedy, which is beautiful. Cause like I get up on stage and get to like all these good vibes, you know what I mean? Like, and I get to have conversations about sometimes very difficult things. Um, and I'm
Yeah.
using the gifts that I've been given, which is like expression and humor, to be able to connect with folks and laugh together. And those vibrations are like, mm.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's what it is, being a comedian or being a YouTuber even. You just raise the vibration. Because it's hard to define it. It's like you get the laugh, but what is the laugh? The laugh is a ha 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 ha. Like you're happy for a second.
Oh, but that like a laugh is sound of happiness, and those are the greatest vibrations. Like you think about that breath and that motion. Like what is that? Like a laugh is like actual vibration.
It is a vibration,
It
and
is
it
an
is a
actual
raisin
vibration,
vibration.
and we cannot be mistaken. The sound of laughter is happiness and joy, and like that is a language that is
Wow.
universal. You know what I
I
mean?
gotta
That is like,
remember that. Sometimes I get so like bored. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just get like so not frustrated, but like just like is this isn't funny. This isn't like I get how do you combat that?
with yourself when you're like working on stuff and
Yeah, like
it's not working.
how are you raising the vibration for yourself and others? And then I'm going to show you this chart and see what you think of it. But how are you raising the vibration? How do you keep it up?
Oh, I just keep my vibrations good, man.
Right,
Yeah,
you keep yours up.
like honestly, Amish, like I promise you. Okay, so I told you I had to go for this mouth surgery, yeah. Which by the way,
Right. Yes, you are going through a great suffering. See, like
great
I'm doing the
suffering,
cold showers, right? That's just pretend. You
huh?
are actually like I do the cold showers in the morning right now.
Yeah,
It's just a pretend, but you are actually going through a suffering right now.
suffering, guys. This is my seventh surgery, seventh tooth surgery in the last like 6 7 months. I'm in so much pain. They're giving me all
I
kinds of gross, not the fun drugs, the gross drugs,
Oh,
Percocet.
come on. What
I'm
do you
on
got? What are you
Percocet
on?
right now. I hate them.
You don't like Percocet? It sounds so perky. It makes you
You
perky.
know what I mean? I do not like them. I do not like them. But I'm starting taking
Wow.
all these drugs, and like yesterday, I was feeling super bummed out. Like, or sorry, day before I was feeling super bummed out. Like, because I had to cancel my show, my first opening Fringe show,
Oh
and
my
I've been
god.
working so hard, and I'm so excited to share this show. Like, literally, honestly, like it fills my heart with so much joy to share this show with people. I'm so proud of it, and it's such a real, honest, like beautiful connection every single time that people laugh and they feel good. They want to come talk to me afterwards and share their stories with me because they feel
Fucking
like
right.
that
That's what we
connected on
need.
a real level. So here I am, so excited. I'm finally bringing it home after waiting for 2 years, and then I had to cancel it. So on Tuesday, buddy, first of all, I allowed myself, I had a real good cry because I was just feeling real down. And then I was like, I have so much work to do. I cannot focus. I can't do anything. It's fine. So I went out and I bought some food and I made myself some comfort foods. I made myself khichdi and kadhi,
Oh wow, classic.
which, if anybody knows, is like real mushy brown food.
Yeah,
It's
that's good
easy to
stuff.
eat
I
because it
actually just
felt
posted some on
filling.
my channel.
So like I had some of that, and then I was like, okay, this will make me feel better, and it did. Like a little bit of comfort food. And then yesterday I woke up, I was already feeling in better spirits. I did a little bit of work, but whenever I was tired, I napped. And then I was like, you know what? Go get yourself, because one thing that always makes me feel good is going to the water. So I went down to the lake. I watched the sunset. That always makes me feel good because it reminds me that there's
Wow.
so much more
So you
and
did
that things will
vibration raisers.
change. And
Yeah.
tomorrow's a new day. And
Right.
watching the colors in the sky change and being around the water, that for me, and it resets me every single time. So when I feel down, I go and I force myself to find those good vibrations. And honestly, like it works. Yesterday I danced by myself for like all of 10 minutes, but it raises my vibrations. It helps
Yeah.
me feel good. Because the
Yeah.
thing is at the end of the day, I cannot change the circumstances that I'm in, but I can change my own vibes by changing my perspective, by allowing things that make me feel good into my world, by going after the things that I can, like I could not do my show yesterday. Even right now it's hurting when I talk. Can you imagine being on stage for an hour?
Wow.
But I can do these things that make me feel good, and
I
that
did
will like
I did
balance
see you
out.
the other. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. These activities are all vibration raising. And I did see you like the other day, and you were having like you were having trouble talking.
Mm,
You can't
mhm.
talk with the thing. So if you're doing a performance, it's like you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you like the Fringe people? They're cool? They're like,
Yeah.
you just told them what's happening, or do
They
they
were
even check?
very
No,
they were
they're
very
so
kind.
indie.
No, no,
Yeah, they're
I
so
I
sweet.
I I hit them up and I told them, and actually, one of the women that I talked to, she was like, "Aliya, I don't want to be your mother, but if you're not well, you should cancel." When I called to tell her that I'm probably going to have to go for this emergency surgery on Monday, and I said, "But I'm still going to try," and she says, "You don't have to do that, Aliya." She says,
Wow.
"You need to listen to your body and think about the long game." And I was like, "Oh, right," because that's
Damn.
one thing for me is I'm very impatient. I'm always like, we go and die tomorrow. We gotta live it up today, and I forget that this
Yeah,
body
yeah.
needs.
And also, it's the Fringe Festival is like a play. So it's like we're here to play. There's a lot of gurus in karma. We talked about karma yoga earlier. A
Mhm.
lot of gurus, that's what they talk. That's what they talk about. People come to them miserable. They're like, "What do I do, Babaji? I'm so sad. Nothing gives me joy." And they're like, "Hey, we're just playing. Like it's just a play.
Yeah,
Even life is just a play." So
yeah,
the idea that like, yeah, it's interesting how that is like the vibe. You know what I mean? Of Fringe Festival. It was such a great festival when I did it. It was still though, they put on like it's extremely productive. They put on like a million plays.
mm,
It's so cool. You meet so many people. The tent, the party tent,
yeah,
holy shit. I
yeah,
can't wait to go. I'm gonna go this year.
yeah. Let me know. We'll go hit it up.
Yeah, I
We
gotta come
can.
see your play. I gotta see Jimmer's
Please
play, and
do.
then I gotta go to the party tent. I don't know if I'm gonna go to more plays than that. I don't know if I'm gonna be so open-minded and try out other people's plays.
Yeah,
You, Jimmer, but then let me just see who else pops up, because I'm sure
yeah.
like a bunch of comedians do Fringe plays,
Yeah,
and they're amazing.
there's a bunch. Actually, if you follow on Instagram, there's Fringe is funny.
Yeah,
They've put together like a collective for all of the comedians that are in Fringe this year. It's really cool. It was like
hold on.
spearheaded by a few of the folks, including Aliya Rasul, who is like lovely and just like all about like bringing folks together. And yes, it's really cool. They've got a bunch of us. What is this?
This is my khichdi setup. You said khichdi before.
Oh
Khichdi is
my
the
god,
Gujarati rice. That's how I make our. Yeah, that's how we make it.
this is you?
My mom made it.
Lucky.
I know, right? What a hookup.
Actually, she in the
Um,
kitchen. I took a
August
photo of
4th,
my
by the
plate.
way, I have a show coming up. A lot of great comics on that. They're going to be on the show starting tomorrow. But what's the Instagram name you said?
Fringe is funny.
Sick. Okay, well, here's yours, though. Here's yours, and then we're going to go to Fringe is Funny in a second. But,
This
like,
is
yeah,
my. Can you see my goody kitchen?
where is it? In here?
I'm trying to show you my face.
Oh. Oh, you
This is
got
old
it right
school.
there. Bing,
Yeah.
bang.
Boom,
Oh, bing, bang. That's your
buddy.
khichdi, eh?
I made
What do you,
goody kitchen with. I made zucchini. Nosag like zucchini curry.
are you Gujarati? Where are you from in India?
Yeah.
You're Gujarati?
Mm-hmm.
What's your religion?
Ismaili.
Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's why y'all Smiley people are so sweet,
Are they?
right? They're like the nicest
I don't.
people.
Are they? Okay, cool.
I've never met. Okay, Smiley and Jane, I think, are like I think Janes are actually taught that like they have to love life or something like that. They are all sweet. It's like a stereotype in India. They even joke about it in India. They're like, "Why are Janes so sweet?" They have it. They have a
Oh,
video like that.
really?
Yeah, yeah. And they have a bunch
Oh,
of famous Jain people being like, "Arey, well, our culture is just what we teach is to be so sweet." And like they're
that's
really
so
nice.
nice.
Parsis too. Parsis. I don't know if you know any Parsis.
I probably maybe I just don't really know people by there. Yeah, but
It's interesting. Yeah, so many Smiley people I know are like artists too. I don't know if that's a
really,
thing. Yeah, yeah. Or do you find that true or no?
honestly, I feel like I'm a little
You're not hanging out with them?
yeah,
They'll come to the shows, man. They'll pack the shows.
yeah.
They'll love you.
I don't know how to connect with my community, to be honest with you.
Right. Okay, cool. No, fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair enough. Yeah. No, me neither. I mean, but I look at my community as like they're just gonna every time I see them, they're like, hey, when are you getting married? You done married? It's like, like I can't even tell them about a play. They're not gonna come to
Right.
a play. But
Right.
I assume that about them. Smiley, I always thought was like so cool and so down to like support shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that they are. I think that they are. Like, here's the thing. I will say that anytime there's any Smiley that's at my show,
Mm-hmm.
oh, they get so excited when they find out that I'm a Smiley.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They get so excited. Like, they're like, oh, one of ours. You know what I mean? And it's really cool.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. I
They're
love
like
that.
Jews.
But I
They're so
also like
excited.
I feel connected to so many folks and so many different
Yeah. Yeah.
cultures. I'm part of so much. So
Sick.
yeah,
Yeah,
this
no,
is
I
really
never, I didn't even know you were a Smiley. Like you're not. Some people are like so they just tell people about it all the time, and but not, you know what I mean. But like you're not, you don't do that. So I'm like, yeah, cool. I didn't know. That's so cool though. But now your personality, I see it.
Oh yeah,
There, it's I don't know. I've always found it's like they're sweet people.
that's cool. I'll take that.
Yeah, yeah. Same with yeah, no, Jane's too, apparently. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I gotta look into it more. I gotta watch that video again. But yo, here's your Fringe Festival page. Sick. Yeah, where can people get the tickets for this? Link
So
tree?
there's in my link tree, yeah, in my link tree, there's a
Yo,
direct.
you're doing Edinburgh's festival too?
Yeah,
Wow. You didn't
yeah.
go, did you like you gotta still go to that, right?
What's that?
You gotta still go, like, is that done, Edinburgh
No,
Festival, or
no, no,
you
no, no. That's happening in August
so you're gonna fly to what? Where is this? In England?
in Scotland.
You're gonna fly to Scotland to do this?
Yeah,
Wow, Aliya, that's great that you're
yeah.
because you just came from Australia too, right?
I did. Yeah.
So you did the show in Australia, then you did it. Now you're doing this in Toronto. Then you're gonna go to Edinburgh for the Fringe Festival.
Yep.
That's sick, and it's the same show.
Yeah.
Wow. So you've done this show on 3 continents, 3 different countries. That's great. So it's really coming together. That means
Yeah, buddy. I'm touring it. I'm on a world tour, yo.
world tour, Habibi. That's great, man. That's so good.
Yo.
And they must give so much artist support. Like, how's Edinburgh Festival?
Oh, expensive.
Oh, it's expensive, eh?
Oh, so expensive.
Like to stay there and everything.
Yeah.
Holy
Stay
shit.
there and like all of it, all of it. Because I'm doing so. There's like 2 different things. There's like the free fringe and the paid fringe.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the paid fringe because the paid fringe is where then you can get like
Yeah.
management and agents to come out and see you, and that's my goal. But
Yeah.
then it's expensive because you're paying for a venue, paying for like PR, promo, all of this.
Wow.
It's
Damn.
crazy.
Good
It's
job,
crazy.
man. That's so hard. I remember I did Fringe one, like I did the Toronto one. It
Yeah.
was amazing. It was packed, whatever. Then we did Ottawa, Montreal, and I was like, I don't think I have it. I don't think I can do this. It's like so much. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's so intense, the amount of work that you have to do.
It is a lot of work, dude. It's a lot of work. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm so behind because of this.
Mouth surgery. Yeah.
But yeah. But anybody who's watching, if you're in Toronto, come out and support me. It's a very good show. Honestly, I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of it. I've been working so hard on this show, and I've been waiting for 2 years. I was supposed to do this tour in 2020, and I was really bummed out that it got canceled. But honestly, it just gave me time to make it better. I swear, it's so good.
Yeah. It just
I'm
keeps
like,
getting
I'm
better
so
and better.
confident that if when people come, I tell them, I'm like, you know what? If you don't enjoy this show, I will give you every penny back. I'm so sure you'll like it. I
Yeah,
feel
of
so
course.
sure of
Because
it.
that's the thing with stand-ups doing Fringe shows is that they're working their stand-up into sketches and stuff. So it's like
Yeah.
the stand-up's tight. You're always doing
Yeah.
it. Then you put in a couple of sketches and you got to play. It's not that different from what makes a YouTube channel. It's like all stuff that you can apply to a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's great. I highly recommend it. People should check this out. If you're in Toronto, check out the Fringe Festival. I'm gonna come to this show and then I'm gonna come to Jimmer's show too. Those are those 2 shows that I know about. Jimmer has like an amazing looking show, but this looks sick. Spoonful of Sugar. That's your company.
Hey,
That's a very Smiley name. I don't know what it is
is it?
about it. Well, okay, no, it's actually there's another. Have you ever heard of Parsees?
Yeah,
So
I've heard of it, but yeah. So I
So
don't know
like
much about it.
when they came to India, this is my theory. This is like such a theory about all like Parsi, Jain, and
I
Ismailis.
love theories. Tell me.
This is my cultural theory. But Parsis, when they came to India, they were like being oppressed by the Muslims in Iran. So they came to India, and the king was like, "I don't want you guys here. Your boys are gonna fuck around. You're gonna get someone pregnant. You're gonna take over our businesses. This and that." And they said, "No, no, 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 no. We will be like sugar in milk." And they were like, they got a glass of milk and they put sugar in it and they mixed it, whatever. And they go, look at this milk. You can't see it, but it will be taste sweet in your mouth. And like the guy's like, okay, I'll let you stay. And and I feel like that it was a similar thing. Like it's like a culture or something. Like there's like certain cultures like that where they're like
That's
extra
very
sweet.
cute. That's
But
very cute. Oh, well, okay. So mine is from Mary Poppins.
a spoonful of sugar
But I
is
always
the
thought of like
medicine.
comedy
Yeah.
as like the spoonful of sugar. Like you can talk about real things that are difficult to talk about, but comedy allows us to go there and still sweetens the deal where we get to laugh through pain and like find joy in suffering. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's hence the spoonful of sugar. Thank you. It's very
Spoonful of
poetic.
sugar. Yeah, that's tight. That's
But
tight.
also
Yeah.
I had to leave my cadence in there. Spoonful of sugar.
Spoonfula.
Full
Oh,
of sugar.
there's everything. The sugar is the comedy. The fula is like that. And
Personality.
then the personality. And it's a spoon, so it's reasonable. It's like
Not
it's
too much.
perfect.
It's portion. It's a portion. You're
Perfect.
like,
It's
how much
perfect.
sugar? A spoon. A
Not
spoon.
diabetes. A spoon fula sugar. Yeah, that's sick. Um, David Barron, thanks for coming. Yo, you want to do a topic? You want to do that TikTok video that I sent you?
Sure.
Man, it's so crazy this Roe v. Wade got overturned. I've brought it up with people. That's why I texted it to you first, because I've had conversations with people that are so passionate about it, like on like left-wing people, like obviously pro-choice people. And they're passionate, they're into it. But then people have literally said, like, can we not talk about this? It's making me sad. They
Right.
don't want to talk about it. So
Right.
many people, like even political shit, like, and it's crazy because I do feel like, you're talking about spoonful of sugar. The comedy lets you talk about it and be silly about it, but still, get it out there, because it does seem like on one side you have a bunch of psychos in so many issues that are just like, I don't care, I'll talk about it, I'll put up 20 videos about it. And then the other side you have people that are like, I don't want to, it's so much, it's so stressful, I don't want to talk about it. That I do feel like that's happening a little bit with this debate.
I mean, it's like I do understand, but it's like the reality of everything that's going on. Like we can do this, but that doesn't make it go away,
Yeah, exactly.
And
Exactly.
yeah,
Don't you find that Donald Trump was like that? Like when he got elected, it just seemed like everyone's like, don't talk about it. Don't talk about him. Don't look at him. He's not going to win. Don't look at it. And then it's like he wins the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. He could come back in 2024, eh? Who knows?
I can't say that it's unbelievable because
Yeah.
I mean that's what I said the first time.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Like we don't want to make that mistake again. Like he could come back, and all the efforts to stop him are just being like whatever. Like the January 6th, like the hearing and the thing. All these conservatives are like, just leave it. Why are you talking about it?
What
Like
is this wax that ass challenge that's at the bottom of this screen?
Oh, right. I have to do 7 days live streaming, or I'm waxing my ass on YouTube.
Stop.
Yeah, I didn't tell you about that.
No,
I really need to mention
sabotage
that
today if I had known.
You're like, can't make it. Yeah, no. If I don't get to 7 days, I'm gonna wax it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. On live stream.
I'll live stream it. Yes, I'll live stream the wax. But you know what? I love the community too much. They won't have to see that because I'm going to get the 7 days. I'm booking in guests every day. It's going to be fine. Sunday's already booked, like I said, Chris Shelton.
Right. Me
So,
today. There you go.
Today, I got you. Yeah. No, we got a lot of great guests coming up, actually. There's actually some incredible guests coming up. A bunch of people that I'm doing comedy with, but then a bunch of just like other famous YouTubers. Hopefully that I can get on and get that, that collab. Love. Yeah, but I did send you this video. Let's check it out. Yeah. It's on freaking TikTok. So everyone knows Roe v. Wade got overturned. And I guess one of the things, I just was watching a Philip DeFranco video. I didn't realize this was an issue. But apparently now there's like there's an epidemic of like these herbal remedy videos going around. So I just found this one. I thought it was pretty silly. Just the opening and then going into what she says.
Please boost this video any way that you can. With the possibility of Roe v. Wade being overturned, I would like to share some at-home DIY pregnancy remedies. This is how to have an abortion at home in the safest way possible. I would like to add that at-home abortions are never going to be 100% safe, but women will continue to have them as long as you make it illegal for them to have abortions.
I agree with that. See, I agree with her sentiment and I agree with that, but let's just see these remedies.
Abortions will not stop, only safe ones. But because I would hate for any people to lose their lives trying to give themselves an abortion, I would like to share some of the safest alternatives that I know.
Aliya, you got to tell us if these are true.
That you can do at home.
In my experience.
Please make sure that you are 100% certain that you want to terminate your pregnancy, and also make sure that you are as safe as possible. And God forbid, Roe v. Wade.
It's crazy. Like, she's very responsible with her warnings and with her, like, she's very responsible with this
does
part.
Get overturned. Make sure that you don't tell anybody at all that you had an abortion or that you were even pregnant. Number one, we have papayas.
Okay, so I saw that this morning when you sent it to me, and right away I was like, "Oh, I just bought papaya. I just bought a papaya." And I was like, "Maybe I was." Then I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, that would require intercourse."
That would require what?
I was like, maybe I had a pregnancy. I didn't know about that. I was like, oh, wait a minute, that would require intercourse. Which I'm
intercourse. Yes, intercourse. Listen, we're coming back. We're gonna listen. Intercourse is gonna happen soon. Don't worry about it. A lot of people in the audience are worried about that too. You know, they've been talking. A lot of people have been talking. It's not easy to have intercourse these days.
Yeah, but I did eat papaya yesterday, and I'm planning to eat some today. So
that's great. That's great. I can't believe this girl is like so responsible. But you know, I saw even the Philip DeFranco video, and he was saying like, make sure you talk about it and just let people know that these are not obviously real remedies, because so weird. Like, isn't it convincing?
I don't know.
Like, when you first saw this, you were like, this is nonsense. But if you're 15,
right,
it is very WhatsApp University. Like, I mean, like, we look at WhatsApp University where they go, oh, just take a turmeric and it will fix your cancer. Like, something like they always have these cures in there. Right. And you're like, guys, where are you getting this from? She's, I gotta say, very well spoken, does the warnings off the top, has done research in some ways. And then this is the advice.
The milky white fluid in papaya, known as prostaglandin, is known for inducing contractions.
Oh my God.
Like that
That's right. She's got the scientific.
That's like a 4-syllable word, you know, with gland in it. Like, come on, that sounds legit.
That sounds legit. That's gotta kill a baby. That sounds like poisonous as fuck.
Honestly, though, like just that. Look, listen.
Yeah.
Imagining yeah. It's I don't know how to feel about any of this.
Yeah, no, the ad-home. I mean, definitely, like, I saw some real doctors even put up videos saying, like, look, this person has good intentions. They obviously got the wrong information. They don't know what, like, the intentions are good. The research is done, but none of these things work. Actually, there's a bunch of herbal home abortion remedies that are basically like poison. It's like it poisons you. I think that's going to be the next one. Let's see what the next one is.
Enzymes within papaya can stop the production of progesterone, which is needed for a pregnancy to progress.
So scientific.
Next up, we have goji berries. Goji berries contain a nutrient that can cause uterine contractions and bleeding. However, for pregnancy termination, it is recommended that you take at least 10 grams of goji berries a day.
How many?
What?
How many is 10 grams of goji berries?
How is this even like? Yeah, I don't know. 10 grams of goji berry. That's a tough one. I don't know how she's.
I feel like she legit, like, I feel like she, or they believe this.
They do believe this.
You know, like legit. So, like, that's where I'm just kind of like, almost convinced.
Yeah, it's very convincing. It is very. I gotta say, like, people are so good at YouTube now. You know what I mean? And TikTok, like,
I watched it twice when you sent it to me. I'm like,
she knows what she's talking about. She even has the numbers down. When you start throwing in numbers, people are like, yeah, she must know.
It's names of different hormones and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know none of this. Like,
she's got like the daily prescription too. She's like 10 grams a day. Goji berries. Goji berries are also, they're classified as a superfood. See, most people sell it as goji berries as a superfood. And it's one of those foods that, like, it's obscure and weird. So you can just make up cures. So, like, even if you go to a store already, goji berries are like actually a natural cure for things. They give you extra vitality or some other bullshit. Like, they're great. But it is one of the, that's the problem with these Dr. Oz medicines.
Then that's good, because if you're taking goji berries for vitality, it'll make you stronger for when you have your baby that you couldn't get rid of.
I know, you're not going to get rid of the baby.
Exactly sure for how many days, but just be aware that you must take a large quantity for this to work. Next up, we have the cohosh plant. There are different variations of this plant, and from what I've read online, it is recommended that a combination of blue and black cohosh will cause uterine contractions and soften the cervix. And from numerous sources, I've read that it is very effective in causing an abortion. Next, we
numerous sources.
Find that plant.
What's up?
Go to the Amazon. Where do you find that plant?
It is very effective in
causing. Not on Amazon. You have to go to the Amazon.
Like, you have to go to the Amazon. Blue, black cohosh plants. I wonder if they're available. You think poisons are just available? I'll look it up. Black cohosh.
Next, we have chamomile tea. Chamomile tea is known for inducing contractions.
Chamomile!
But beware, you must have 2 to 3.
Stop it, dude. Chamomile is not. You've had chamomile tea. I didn't know she was gonna bring in chamomile.
It makes you more relaxed.
Fuck? Anyone in the audience know about this? What's this chamomile shit? How do you bring in chamomile as like some kind of a medical cure?
So here, okay, I'll tell you straight up. When I watched this video, at first I was like, papaya. And then the second one, I was like, what's this? And then the third one, I was like, oh, what is this weird plant she's talking about? Like, maybe this is legit. And then she got to chamomile tea. I'm like, she don't know nothing.
She doesn't know anything, right? I didn't even watch the chamomile part. What are you thinking?
You know
3
what I
cups
mean?
of chamomile tea a day for up to a week in order to induce an abortion. Quick break before we move on. I know everybody has been really upset about this situation. I myself have been crying about it a lot, but look at this tiny seahorse. I hope it makes you as happy as it has made me all day long. Very tiny, very cute. Next up, we have...
Oh, man. That's a loving kindness meditation. That actually counts as loving kindness. That's how.
No, I'm like watching this. I'm like, bichari. Like, she's actually like, she wants to help, but she's just.
She really is trying to help, eh? She's trying to help. What's that?
She doesn't know.
She doesn't know. It's so silly. Well, this is the last one.
Have evening primrose oil. When taken in a pill form or applied directly to the cervix, it can induce an
244,000 likes on this video. Why? You know who's liking this? Conservatives. Maybe this is a whole conservative stunt to be like, oh, I'll just make them and then they'll have the baby and then we win. Fucking psychos, dude. I wouldn't put it past them.
Buddy, honestly.
Next, we have mugwort. Mugwort leaves is possibly the oldest at-home abortion technique on this list. The leaves promote menstrual flow and often cause uterine contractions, leading to abortion in pregnant people. Feel free to add more to this list in the comments. And honestly, I would try using a lot of these remedies at once rather than just relying on one remedy as a whole.
Wow. Yeah, so she's saying do all of them. It ain't going anywhere. Chill. Me at my BFF's wedding. You're not invited on my birthday. Bro uses a spatula.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense. Those are the comments, right? Bro uses spatula. When you say you are only going to have a bite, she is using a literal shovel. How do you do that? Why is she eating with the shovel?
What?
I don't know. I don't know if this is who knows. I don't understand TikTok. Do you understand TikTok?
No.
It doesn't. It's silly to me. But dude, this is wild. And they're saying that they took down all of these videos. But I found, like they're supposed to take down any herbal abortion videos. But these guys are psychos too. They like to leave it up because I bet shit like this must get so many hits. Like conservatives are probably just sharing it. They're like, look, everyone. Hey, do you need
Yeah,
an
because
abortion? Just do this.
it makes the other side look like even more like flimsy, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like um what's the word I'm looking for? It like you know what I'm saying?
It delegitimizes it.
Yes, yes, and undermines
Yeah.
the
I mean,
folks.
when you have these strong like views, like where she's like her opening is so good. Like she's saying like, I'm really sad about this. This is wrong what they did. Agree
Yeah.
with that. So here's some home remedies for if you need to get an abortion anyway. Holy shit. And then she's saying it is such a typical like the herbal remedy people, kind of like the miracle people in like religious circles and meditation. There's like people who believe that you can get miracles out of life. And they're like, oh no, you just gotta eat these berries and then twirl 3 times and then say these magic words and then it'll work. Oh, but then it didn't work because you didn't do it correctly, or you didn't spin 4 times perfectly, or you didn't face the east or something like that.
And then you gotta go up the beanstalk and talk to Jack and like, you know what I mean? Visit the friendly giant.
Never ends.
Yeah, it's honestly, I mean, but the thing is okay, so like this is like we were talking about earlier with the cult stuff and the brainwashing. Like this is a smaller version of that, right? It's like
Yeah, it is.
like just like the staunch belief that like this is whatever, and then you just like devote yourself, and then you do this, you put your blinders on, you don't look around you.
Yeah.
And this is, but these are
Well,
all
I would say
kids,
I think
right?
conservatives. What's that?
These are all kids. Like she's a kid.
She's a kid,
It's
man.
all
She's
kids
so
on
young.
TikTok. It's all these kids on TikTok.
Yeah, and people are into
And
it.
then he's like, please give this a blah 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 to boost it. People are watching it. They don't know if it's right or wrong, but they know that they believe in the fact that we should have the rights for abortions.
That's
so then
good.
They go ahead and then they like it because they want to. They're with the cause, not the video.
Yeah.
And so that's what she's seeing a reflection of.
Hopefully, I hope that's a very positive outlook on it. Wow, Natalie Perez says, guys, save the video in case TikTok takes it down or if it gets approved. There's also a possibility I would have to remove these videos. I want to help as much as I can in the meantime. Wow, Teorio 18. Damn. It's so, yeah, like it is actually not, you're saying delegitimize. It's also like it's delegitimizing the cause, I think, a little bit, but also it's like we do have work to do. You know what I mean? There's real work to do here. And you got caught up in the herbal remedies. It's too bad. But
yeah, that energy is better spent elsewhere.
Yeah, like I don't know, they're protesting outside of Clarence Thomas's house and like the Supreme Court judges. I mean, that's not even like the main shit. Like I'd say the main stuff, actually, we had a guest on the show, Alicia Archer. She was in this cult called Lifespring, but now she works on like abortion rights and stuff like that. Or she was anyway. But she was saying that like, yeah, it's like it's like work on like bills and stuff like that, like working on bills and that sort of thing. And that I guess is too boring. So you just kind of go into like, I'm going to go herbal remedies. I'm just going to teach people the herbal remedies.
There is just one thing that can produce miracles. Tom, what's the thing? Tom,
what is it? Oh, I know what it is. It's raising your vibration, isn't it, Tom? It's raising the vibration.
This is my raising vibration symbols, by the way.
That's it. Yeah, man. Make sure, listen.
I'll tell you something. I mean, for me, like this kind of stuff, like the problem for me, the issue for me is that when we're talking about like how it undermines and delegitimizes it, it's like people like you and I that obviously think that folks should have a choice, right?
Yeah.
That's lovely, Tom.
Tom Glad, you're right. It's forgiveness. It's interesting how forgiveness is the practice that raises your vibration. And that's why we did a good service today. We forgave her. She did a mistake. Yeah. She made a mistake. We forgave her. We do forgive her.
The like forgiveness, absolutely. I feel like what it happens is it creates more of this divisiveness because now it's like, yeah, I'm pro-choice, but I don't want to sign up for that. I mean, like that makes me look nuts. So then I'm like gonna get further away, and it just like it makes us more and more. It was like we're like, can't we just like focus on the facts and the things that are happening and put all our energy together in uniting about what we have to do to change this conversation and to be able to like work towards what we need to achieve. Like I often have been thinking about lately about that protest in India, the farmers' protest.
Right.
First of all, look at how, wow.
They won. They won that
They
protest,
won.
right? They
They
got what
won
they
the
wanted.
protest.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about it because they don't want us to know listen, capitalism would crumble if
Yeah.
we all
And they're
realize
calling,
that we actually can change the system.
yeah. And they're calling them terrorists and stuff. Like the
Yeah.
Hindu nationalist government was calling them terrorists and like Punjabi separatists and all that shit. So that looks bad on them too. Also, the way they tried to implement it, the Indian government was just trying to force it through and like without doing a proper vote or whatever.
Yeah, it
Like
was really
during
messed
COVID.
up. It was really
Yeah.
messed up. But
Yeah,
the
yeah.
farmers united, right? And they stood their ground
Man,
and they
speeches
held
are
down
amazing.
and they stayed peaceful. Now, here's the thing, yeah?
God is
If
great.
even those farmers, now all of a sudden there's people that are deviating, making TikTok videos about how, like, oh, you know what? If you just eat melon, the government will change their minds. Then you're getting further and further away from, then you're separating the voices rather than uniting the voices,
Right,
right?
right.
And like that's a terrible example. But what I'm saying is that like we need to stand united, and in the this is not the solution.
Yeah.
Papaya is not the solution. The solution is saying this is absolutely unreasonable. We cannot allow this to. Here are some actions that you can take. Write to your governments. Do this, do that. Gather in these places. Voice our opinions.
Yeah.
Anyways, do you understand what I'm saying? Like it's just
I get it. No,
but
no.
now we're getting
real
so
action.
far away from these conversations. The voices become divided. And then
Yeah.
the folks that were there for the farmers' protest are like, wait, what? We're just eating melons now? Oh, fuck
Right,
this
right,
noise.
right,
I'm going home.
Listen,
You
if
know?
it makes you feel better, I'm going to show you. Okay, look, this happens on every side though. Like even with the Indian farmers protests, I remember I was watching footage of it and there was just like guys, full turban, like old Indian men with full turban and everything, like legit hint sick, but full communist. Like their whole side of the parade was communist. And they were like promoting that. Like you're going to get people, like you're going to get some people like that. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Not to say that it's so bad to believe in communism. I don't know, like whatever. I'm not one of these people who's like, oh God, they believe in communism. But as far as delegitimizing and scaring the shit out of conservatives and making them go crazy, it's like, is India going to go communist right now? Like, are you like, is this the move today to go communist because of the farmers' protest? Like, that wasn't the mainstream voice of the protest.
Right,
It
exactly.
was more, you know what I mean? It was like, it was a specific thing.
Yeah.
And then to go to this weird, like it happens all the time. But I got to say, if it makes you feel better, like it's not like only the left is doing this. I'm going to show this real quick and then we got to get out of here. But great episode. I feel very inspired talking to you. This is great.
It's lovely.
And listen, we showed some an example of like some liberal infighting, some issues maybe that we're having. But it's not only us. This is actually a great ad that came out like maybe 3-4 weeks ago. Have you seen this? This Republican ad?
I'm Eric Greitens, Navy SEAL, and today we're going rhino hunting.
So just in case you don't know, rhino means Republican in name only. So he's basically, we're gonna go hunt some fake ass Republicans, basically, like Republicans who aren't extreme enough and on our side enough.
Jesus. The rhino feeds on corruption and is marked by the stripes of cowardice. Join the MAGA crew. Get a rhino hunting permit. There's no bagging limit, no tagging limit, and it doesn't expire until we save our country.
Oh my God.
Excuse me?
So this guy's like a Trump.
No bagging limit, no tagging limit. Who's this freaking guy? This is terrible. How can we let people like this exist in the world?
You know what? But can I just say something? Okay, on the left, we got some wackadoos that are giving you fake abortion remedies. That's bad. That's bad too.
I'd rather be holding a papaya than holding a pistol.
I know, right? Like this guy wants to go and kill people. No, they're having the same issues on their side. They got extremists on their side, man. They're nuts. I don't know what they're gonna do, like in the next election, like how they're gonna deal with Trump's supporters, because basically, and he even says like it's MAGA time, it's hunting season. So he's basically like calling out to all the Trump supporters, like, baby, I'm here. We're gonna take the country back.
It's so gross. Honestly, I don't even like sometimes in my mind, like I forget that people like this exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had I don't have a tooth infection. Well, I did, but now I don't. I had implants surgery done, and then it got infected, and then they had to keep on dealing with that and taking things out and putting it back in and taking things out and putting it back in and bone grafting and blah blah blah. But now they have taken everything out. But because it's the 7th surgery, there's just like a lot of trauma in here, and it's horrible.
That's so fucked. Gorguruga
Really?
says, I had tooth infection last week. Chewing chopped up garlic stopped the pain fast. Just cool it with the remedies. Have we not learned today, Gorguruga? And then he says, no disinfo. Just, it's fine, dude.
I appreciate you, yo. I believe it.
Tom Glad says, great convo, you two. Thanks, Tom. Thanks for
Thanks,
coming.
Tom.
I appreciate you. This is the kind of loving audience that we want to cultivate here, people. We want to raise the vibrations. You know, we got to go because, like I said, we want to keep them short. We want to do them every day. We are at 1 hour proper. We're actually about to hit 11:11, which is the time of raising the vibration. That's when the angels come through. Apparently, I don't know if you're into that, but what do you think of this? Have you ever seen this? It's like a vibration chart. Like someone made the vibrations into a chart and put numbers on it. Everyone I show it to thinks it's like very like accurate if they're into the philosophy. Here, let me take off Tom Glad for a second. And let's take off that karma is complete. Inspirational morning drip stream. Wax that ass challenge. Hey, people, this is day 2. If I don't get to day 7, I wax that ass. Why? Because I love you guys and because I want to raise the vibration. Yo, what do you think of this? Do you think this is real? Does it make sense to you?
I mean, yeah.
It's like laughter would be up here. In like laughter, that moment of laughter has to be like 310 to like pure joy. And it is pure joy though. It's a force.
I think it's joy.
Yeah. Yeah, laughter is joy. And it's no-minded joy. So it really is one of the most powerful meditations you could do is making people laugh. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for bringing that into the culture through your play. And one more time, I'm just going to show your ticket sales thing because people do shows.
Dude, I do this. Look at I had this there. There, guys, that's me.
Oh, that's the flyer. There
That's
we go.
me. Where you from? That's my show.
Where you
Toronto
from?
Fringe.
Yo, but where are you from? Sick, yo. That's gonna be great. I can't wait for the Fringe Festival this year. Have you been to the party tent? The party tent is insane.
Not as yet, but I've been in the past. Yeah,
it's so good. When I did, I was like,
no partying for me because I've got on too much medication. But
you got to try no drink partying. I've been doing no drink partying.
Yeah,
and it's
that's what I do.
nice.
I do.
That's what you do. Okay, cool. That's what you do anyway. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I do drink, but I also do no drinking parties.
Amazing. All right, sick. I'm gonna come to the show this week. We'll talk about it again on the show. But thanks for coming, and thanks everyone for coming in.
For having me. Nice chatting with you all. Thank you for having me.
Yes, excellent. And that's it. You are loved. Peace. Raise the vibe. Make sure you raise the